Right, good morning everyone. Here we are again, down the bottom of the garden. It's a lovely sunny morning. Aren't we lucky with all this sunshine, Esther? Esther's got a little bowl of strawberries, post-breakfast snack. And today, oh, let's pop that in there. Yeah. Okay, so we've got other books, some of my other books that we've not yet read. We've not read Grandma Bird, so we might find some time to read that at some point. And somebody on Instagram asked for the Grotlin to be read. Should we read that at some point?
No, that one.
That one. That's the one we're going to read. Esther has chosen today, she has chosen to read Grandad's Island. We're going to see if we can make a toucan afterwards as well. So, in this book, let's have a look at these two characters. Grandad and Sid there on the cover, and all these beautiful colourful birds. Let's start the story. On this page, called the title page, there's Grandad and Sid, and they're in Grandad's spare room, which he uses as a painting studio. And there's a painting there of something, I don't know if you can see it. At the bottom of Sid's garden, through the gate and past the tree, was Grandad's house. There was a key under a flower pot, and Sid could let himself in any time that he liked. There goes Sid across the garden. One day, Sid called round to see Grandad, but Grandad wasn't in any of the usual places. Then, just as he was about to leave, Sid heard Grandad calling. "Ah, there you are," said Grandad. "There's something I want you to see." Sid carefully climbed up the ladder. He had never been in Grandad's attic before. It was full of old boxes and things that Grandad had collected from around the world. We'll take a look in that picture there. We can have a good look around. We can see Sid poking his head through the hatch. We can see an old gramophone to play music on there, and the orangutan there, and an old teapot that looks like a tortoise. At the far end of the attic, Grandad pulled a sheet down from the wall to reveal a big metal door. "After you, Sid," he said. Sid turned the handle, clunk, and gave the heavy door a push. See what's through the door. Sid found himself standing on the deck of a very tall ship. There was an ocean of rooftops all around. Grandad pulled a handle. Boop went the horn, and the ship lurched forward. "Steady as she goes," Grandad boomed. Actually, if you see there's Sid and Grandad on the top there. Grandad was very good at steering the ship and kept them on a smooth course across the rolling waves. Sorry, Esther, I keep blocking you out there, but I think it's important that everybody sees the pictures at this point. Mile after mile, all they saw was sea and sky, sky and sea. Until at last, something appeared on the horizon. "Land ahoy!" shouted Sid. Land ahoy. Another strawberry down. Very good. Thank you. First things first. They dropped the ship's anchor and made their way to the shore. "Grandad, don't you want your stick?" Sid asked. "No, I think I'll be all right," said Grandad. There they are on their little jungle island there. In the thick jungle of the island, it was very hot. "We must find a good spot for a shelter," said Grandad. At the top of the island, where a cool breeze blew through the trees, they found an old shack. There was a lot to do, but with a little help, they soon had everything ship shape. As you can see there, got all the birds and animals have come to help them. And if you see who those animals are, there's an orangutan and there's a tortoise. You've got those ready for later. Esther's got the scissors and the paper ready for later. They explored the island high and low. At every turn, they saw new wonders, like this waterfall. Grandad and Sid doing some drawing and painting. It was the most perfect place. Sid wished they could stay forever. But he knew that it would soon be time for them to leave. Sid, there's something I've been meaning to tell you, said Grandad. You see, I'm thinking of staying. Oh, said Sid, but won't you be lonely? No, I don't think I will, said Grandad, smiling. Okay, put the scissors down, darling, because they're a little bit dangerous. So let's pop them in there for a minute. Pencil. There we go. Before he set sail, Sid hugged Grandad one last time. He would miss him very much. Everyone came to wave goodbye. Did you want to say something? You're waving bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We're saying bye-bye. Bye-bye to Grandad and Sid. Across the waves, the ship chugged and churned. The journey seemed much longer without Grandad, but Sid steered the ship safely home. The next morning, Sid went back round to see Grandad's house. It was just the same as it had always been, except Grandad wasn't there anymore. In the attic, it was very quiet. The big metal door wasn't there. It was as if it had never been there at all. Then Sid heard something tapping at the window. He wondered what it might be. What was it, Esther? What was it? Let's see. There on the window ledge was an envelope. Sid carefully prized it open. I don't know if you can see who this is. Fine, right, there's a toucan. Can you see him? Yeah? Turn the page. Let's turn the page. And there, in that envelope on the windowsill, was a picture painted by Grandad of himself with all of the animals and birds on the island, and then the envelope says, "For Sid." That's the end of the story. So, I think, do you know what? If you sit on my lap for this bit, I think if you sit on my lap, let's see if we can get this way around. And we need some scissors. Now, you've got to be very careful with scissors. So we've got some scissors, some children's scissors there, which we're going to be very careful with. And if you're going to make this, you need to be with a grown-up. So, we're going to take a piece of paper. We don't need to cut it yet, though, but we're going to fold it in half. It's an A4 piece of paper, and you fold it lengthways so that it looks like that. Okay, so we've got that, and I always check that the bottom is in the right place. It's a V shape like this, V shape, and the bottom of the V should be at the bottom. So we're then going to get our pen, and on here we're going to make a toucan. So if you can see on there, draw a beak like this. Okay, so I think we should put those down until we need them because they're a little bit dangerous. We don't want any accidents. So, if you can see that, can you see that line? So that's his beak, and then I'll draw a line going down, and I'm going to draw a little circle there with a blob in the middle of it. And that is the toucan's eye on that beak, I'm going to draw 3 little stripes like that. That's your toucan's beak and his eye. And then draw another line around there like that. And that's his face. And at the other end of the card, I'm going to draw this line and a sort of fanned out shape like this with some little lines on it. And that is his tail at the other end of his body. I hope you can sort of start to see what's happening. And then what we're going to do, Esther, if you put your hand, get this hand, and you put it on there, just push your sleeve up a little bit so we can get it round there. I'm going to put it on a flat surface on the book. If you put your hand on there, that's right, and I'm going to join up. I'll show everyone on the video in a minute. Draw around all your fingers like this. So we've got a little hand shape above it, and that is the toucan's wing. That's the toucan's wing. So then what we'll do is we'll get these scissors. We'll get these scissors and we're going to cut it out very, very carefully. Okay, so look, now we have our little toucan shape, and what we do is on the other side, we draw on the other side. So we've got the face on one side, and we draw on the other side the other eye. So if you turn it around like this, you okay? Okay. Let me finish drawing it. We're going to make another one afterwards, Esther, so we can do that. So now I've drawn another face that side. So it's got a face on both sides. Maybe those little feathery lines at the back as well. And what you could do is if you've got some feathers or some bits of coloured card or paper, you could even make this out of coloured card. You could add feathers and make those wings really brightly coloured. Or you could even make a parrot or any kind of bird that you like. And then what we do is we just fold those wings down like that. Fold those wings down so that we end up with 2 wings flying like that. And we can make our little toucan fly along. And what you could also do is attach a piece of string to the middle and hang it up from your bedroom ceiling. What you have to do is find the balance point in the middle of the toucan. And then wherever the balance point is, above that you put the piece of string. Maybe I should make some more detailed instructions to put on my website. But there we go. There's your toucan. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's, or this evening's, depending on when you're watching it, story time. And hope you get to make a toucan as well. We're going to go and make another one, aren't we? Yeah. Should we say bye-bye for now?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.